Hello again, everybody. It's been a while, actually, hasn't it? Welcome to all of you. Thanks for tuning in. We're at Brisbane. Last week, of course, I was supposed to do this stream, but lots of you know on Discord we had to cancel our stream schedule because Vodafone went down in the entire region, so I had no broadband. But very warm welcome to you all. Thanks for bearing with us. I'm in the middle of a week's or 3-week-long course at work as well, so not able to do anything in the week currently. So you've all been very patient waiting for today. We're off to Mackay Airport to go and check out the very latest payware scenery in a pre-release by our friends at Orbx. Starting off at the Orbx Brisbane Airport, of course. We're over at stand 17. I can see a couple of tails, Jetstar, and potentially another Qantas in the background too. David Bartley, Thomas, David A, good morning to you guys. Channel members, thanks for your ongoing support. Welcome back to all of our frequent flyers, and if you're landing on the channel for the first time, then do click subscribe down below. All the links are in the description for today's live stream if you do want to get your hands on everything, and Mackay's rendition, if you like, by Orbx for Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be in soon, hopefully. So hopefully we'll be getting that released maybe this weekend, next weekend. Brisbane's looking pretty good. We're departing 01 left today, so we're not heading towards the city, but we have got the city pack, and we've got a couple of the AIG models that we can see here as well. The 737. Joshua, hello. Shivendra, hello. Momo, great to hear. Peter, hello to you. Have a good flight. Can't join you today. My son's getting married today. Wow, congratulations to him. I hope you you all have a fantastic day. There we are, stand 17. Off in the distance, if I come up and away, we can see Brisbane, the central business district, all the way over there, looking pretty fab. And I also, you'll see a bit of pink and purple off in the distance. I actually forgot to uninstall the river run, the Brisbane Orbx river run, so looking good. But we won't see that. Potentially we'll get that on arrival because we're going to head in over the city. Hopefully it's still light by then. Beku, hello! There we are, in the flybywire A32NX at stand 17. We've done the catering and all the rest of it. And we've also completed boarding now. That's definitely slower than it was a few weeks ago. David, AIG today, but you make a good point actually. I'm going to start using FSLTL again soon. Now that they're in a bit more of a position where they might be closer towards some sort of release. I want to show you guys that as well and sort of compare the two if you like. So our route today is going to take us onto the BIXAD 1 departure. Let me show you Navigraph. There's our Brisbane charts. We don't really need those. We're going to start at stand 17. We're going to push back into Charlie. And we're going to head up, probably up Bravo, Yankee, Sierra, and then we're going to hold Tango 1301 left for a departure over there, over the water. BIXAD 1 RNAV departure is going to take us straight out over the water itself to SMOKA, and 11 miles later we're then going to turn north to Bukabu. We have to be at or above 6,000, easily achievable in this. And then away we go to BIXAD. From BIXAD then we're going to follow the coast of Australia. Let's get rid of some of these. All the way up past a couple of different airports here. You can see Williamson and Samuel Hill, Queensland. As we then head in towards Mackay. There we go. A couple of different approach options. We're going to approach via Lovema, the RNAV runway 14 according to the latest weather, but that may change en route of course. Hopefully it doesn't. And then we're going to fly the RNAV arrival, which we'll go through when we get a bit closer. On the ground at Mackay we're going to check out the new scenery that's being released soon from Orbx, as we were just talking about. And we're going to then configure for a return journey back to Brisbane to complete our rotation for today. It's been a while, let's do 2 flights. Hope you guys all enjoy it. Don't forget to hit thumbs up, give us a like as well. And say hello in the live chat. I need to recycle the V-speeds because we were boarding when I did it. It took a lot longer than I realised, but there we go. Is real weather still broken? It seems to be working okay for me at the moment. Mikhail, hello to you. Welcome. It's great to be back. It's been weird actually not doing anything for the last week or so. Because I had no internet either, I'm pretty much unable to do any pre-recorded stuff either, so it was not like I was able to use the opportunity to get ahead of the game and you know, get a couple of videos pre-recorded for you guys. Couldn't even do that. APU's on and external power's off. Nav lights on, seatbelt signs on. Everything else is on as required. I think we can get ready to push back. Thomas, you liking the new Christmas Discord logo? When I get a chance, I'll put it onto the other social media things that we've got. So, pushback planning. We've got a whole load of arcs and things there, so we'll use the tug to use the dotted line perhaps, and we'll push back onto whatever line this is. On Charlie, Delta 3. I assume that's going to be Charlie. Let's have a quick look at the charts. Then it's a fairly long taxi. We've got the Luke Air tool for our announcements today, though I've realised they've only got the safety demonstration, sadly. Yeah, we'll just call it Charlie. Because I have no clue what it's supposed to be. Ah dear, that'll do. Let's push back, shall we, folks? We like to see the nose wheel lift. Let's get that in a good position for us. Let's prepare the pushback tug.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground.
While it does that, get the beacon on. Yeah, that's all good. We've got the Latin VFR's custom RUROX pack, which includes Australia as well. I think, was it Oceanic or something I think they've called it? I can't quite remember exactly, but it's looking pretty good. Brisbane grounds, Qantas 986, A320neo at stand 17, push and start onto Charlie.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Here we go.
Parking brake set.
Get that nose up. I do like that little nifty
Brisbane
feature.
Traffic, Qantas 490 will be
Standing by on pushback.
Charlie behind the company A320.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake. Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can
Here we
start
go.
the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
That's nice. There was an ever so slight delay there actually, just before we started pushing, which is quite cool. And let's get engine 2 fired up. Not the neatest of pushbacks, but we'll take it.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft. Ground. You may disconnect.
Oh, there goes the fuel getting ejected. New sounds, of course.
See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
I feel like performance is a bit hit today with this, which is a bit strange. Volcom, I have no idea. We'll call it a fluke. Oh dear. The sounds are so good in the fly-by-wire mod. So Boris, the sound engineer for Fly-by-Wire, what he's been spending a lot of time trying to do is get the node. Basically, you can put little tiny points of where the sound should be and how it should sound at different areas. And what they've made really good effort with, what he's made loads of effort with, is precisely making the sounds sound different depending on whereabouts you are in the view of the aircraft. Some slats 1+F. Oh right, actually, should have pushed back to there. Oh well. Big brake test, and let's just get back onto that line. I chose the wrong line. Absolute rookie. Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9086, taxi to hold point Sierra 12, runway 01 left via Charlie Yankee and Sierra, Brisbane traffic. And let's do the Luke Air tool for the safety demonstration. Here you've got quite a bit of traffic here.
We started here in 1920, Queensland's Northern Territory aerial services. Safety has always been our #1 priority. Today, with your help, we're going to keep it that way. Give us your attention for the next few minutes to make your journey a safe one, as we take a journey through 100 years of innovation and Australian spirit. Welcome to Qantas. This is the number 504 biplane. Make them shiver and canvas. You're flying on the Qantas Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Sounds a bit faster than this one.
Well, we're not flying on a Dreamliner. That's disappointing. Forgot to put the lights on. Let's pop them out the belly. Where are we going, Yankee?
In 1930, Qantas are world leaders in aviation innovation, looking at closed cabins and in-flight bathrooms and even seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the clasp into the buckle.
Volcom, you should try, I'd say try AIG, but you're probably better off waiting for FSLTL actually. Live weather seems to be working okay again. Oh. Stutters or what? Michelle, hello. Have you heard about the soon to be implemented nose wheel tiller hydraulics? Yes, really exciting. There's a couple of steps that you'll have to do to actually get them working. And you'll have to set a couple of keybinds effectively. I think it's to mixture engine 4 and something else. Land O'Lakes, good morning. Kevin, seems to be working okay. The ATIS matches the temperature of plus 22 degrees. The QNH is looking good as well. Get predictive wind shear on. Yeah.
And remember, only insert your life jacket after you leave the aircraft.
It sounds like it'd be quite an annoying safety demonstration to listen to.
490 taxi. 01 left via Charlie Yankee Sierra.
And tighten the strap. Oxygen will flow and take breath. Fix your own mask first.
Land O'Lakes, good to hear. Mikael, ooh, I haven't. When did that get released? I've not updated the NVIDIA driver for a couple of days. I think since the last sim update, I believe. Eric, Jurassic, hello. Welcome. Hope you're okay.
With the brake position appropriate to your seat. If you can reach the seat in front, brake by folding your arms and resting your forehead on your arm. If you're seated behind a bulkhead, or you can't reach the seat in front, lean as far
I mean, the clouds look pretty fantastic. Really bulky. Not as annoying as the BA1. You know what, I don't know, I'm a fan of that. How many frames am I running? It should be 35, but it seems to be struggling. And actually, it's sitting between 20 to 30 at the moment, so...
Welcome to Australia. Welcome to
Wait a sec, hello!
also known as
I'd imagine it's because we've got the Brisbane City pack in the background as well.
Take a moment to locate your exit as the cabin crew point them out. It might be behind you.
Where'd that Jetstar go?
Count the number of rows between
See
you
David.
and that exit.
It's like the longest safety demonstration in the world, with not much happening during.
Your exit. Your crew members are pointing them out now. Welcome to the 1970s and our 747 upper deck lounge.
Sam, hello. Yes, we're flying to a pre-release of the new Orbx Mackay. Should be. I was supposed to do it last week, but my the whole region where I live in the UK, we lost the entirety of the City Fibre network, which powers. It powers everything basically. Vodafone, Sky, the lot. So Vodafone fibre drops off. Croaky, hello mate. How are you doing? Default scenery doesn't have one left. No worries. I'm guessing you're the Jetstar then.
Including in the toilet. There's no smoking until you're back on the ground. This includes e-cigarettes.
Brisbane traffic, Jetstar 565.
Sierra 12. It's too busy chatting. I've overshot. We'll do Sierra 13. Pretend like that never happened.
449, pushing back stand 20. Brisbane traffic.
Ah, good to see we're back to our usual selves. Doctor aboard, yes, we missed Sierra 12.
and it was a Qantas employee, Jack
Too busy
Wayne,
chatting.
who invented the very first inflatable escape
God, the
flight
safety
raft.
demo's still going.
Your aircraft today fitted with escape flight and life raft, which the crew
David, yeah, my frames are hurting as well. Have you got Brisbane by Orbx by any chance? I wonder if it's a similar issue.
behind. Fly, leaning forward with your hands
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9086 is holding short 01 left at Tango 13 for the world's longest safety demonstration to finish.
If you have an electronic device, time to switch to flight mode. Pretty sure I won't lose my phone.
Part break on.
That's yours. Please avoid moving your seat or trying to
Qantas have got a lot to say, Luke.
tablets may be damaged or destroyed recording the
Someone's got to.
Just ask the crew member for help.
Oh shit, hello!
Give you a good 2-minute start. There's going to be a backtrack on at Mackay.
In the flying art of one
By the way, it's just sim crashing after the new video update. I haven't tried it myself. Mackay. So the Orbx Mackay scenery.
located in your seat pocket. It also includes a health and safety section with important
Land Lakes, great to hear.
train thrombosis or
Still waiting for this. I know it's like an in-flight movie.
Your seat back is outside and your tray case is stowed. If you miss anything, it's on your safety card, also in your seat pocket.
Wow. Just going into the next episode, I think.
Your crew is here to help, so please follow the instructions at all times. They'll be coming by later with a few step change for good bags.
Oh, it was a long taxi as well. We started the safety demo in the cul-de-sac. It's a charity announcement. Unbelievable. We haven't gone anywhere yet. Alright, let's set the drone cam up, shall we? Jeez. I feel like it's going to send me crazy hearing this choir stuff.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 490 holding 01 left. Behind company traffic is here.
Thank you for flying with us.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Showing respect to each other and our crew. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your support.
and thank you for your attention. Have a great flight.
It's like church. It's not good, is it? I'm not a fan of this. That'll do. We'll hold there. You see how, yes, we get that sometimes. Sometimes it's just because the liveries don't exist properly or whatever else. Wow. Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9086 is lining up. Runway 01 at Tango 13 for a immediate takeoff, BIXAD 1 departure. 7 flights to Mackay, awesome. Check left, we're clear left. Strobes. Landing lights, pop the runway turn lights on as well, and we need cabin secure. The crew running around.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Collecting the donations for church. And we got takeoff memos, no blue. 136 for our V1. Let's get a bit of power in, and let's get the stick down. And dry finally, yes. 40%. Flex, SRS, and runway. Wow, the Qantas safety demonstration's 8 minutes 20 seconds long. Jeez. 80 knots.
01 right here, Charlie 6, Bravo 9 holding point Alpha 9.
V1, rotate. Positive rate, go up. Look at those volumetric clouds. Oh, look at that, we've got a parallel takeoff. That's awesome. Let's try and get that. Let's... Although we seem to be pitching up quite steep here. There we go. Let's just take over. Let's see what TCAS does. We haven't got the new TCAS thing yet, but... Leave a climb. Where'd he go? There he is.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 449, lining up, runway 01 right for takeoff. Brisbane traffic.
The hazards of drone camera, Thomas. There we go anyway. Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9086, airborne, passing 2000. Nice slow acceleration. That was an awesome dual departure. We're a bit slower. And what I might do actually is... Let's see, should we select an earlier speed? Who knows? Get rid of that.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 449, rolling 01 right.
Same SID. Ah. What do we want? 36,000.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 490.
Let's drop to standard. I know we're below 10,000 transition, but we're just going to get a straight up climb all the way up anyway, so why not? Anyway, there we go. And you'll be pleased to know, because it's December, Stream Beats have created a thing called Evergreen. Yeah, that steep climb was only because I had gone into drone camera. There must have been a little bit of input still on the elevator. We sorted it out pretty quick though. But yeah, we've got some Christmassy theme music.
Jetstar 688 line out 1 lap.
Screenshot time, I wish. I completely forgot. I say I completely forgot. I started to notice the nose going up a bit too high. I got a bit worried. Where we go. That's a screenshot.
Brisbane traffic, Jetstar 565, holding short at point.
Got loads of people flying along today, this is fantastic. Joshua, no worries. Look at those volumetric clouds.
Brisbane
traffic, Qantas 100 passing the 1600 on the Brisbane departure.
Oh, that is awesome. That looks so good. The Qantas livery that we're using today, by the way, is by Dave Sherry on flightsim.to. It's a new decal method, which is a smaller file size, better performance, nice crisp textures. It's applied like applied like a decal, effectively straight onto the model. Really good way of doing it. Apparently, according to Volanta, there is a significant amount of weather in front of us. There's the coast. I'm looking for the Jetstar. There he is. Oh, we look close. Oh, how close are we going to get? That's the question. Where'd he go? There he is. Bernie, hello, welcome. No problem at all. Glad to see you here. We're going to have to monitor that because I'm not sure what they're climbing up to. It would be sod's law that it's going to be the same. Andre, I bet they started before the passengers even get on. There we go. Climbing away. And we're pretty much hugging the coast most of the way as well. It's good to see we got our performance back though. Where are they? Where's the floodlight button? It's not up there. Down here, isn't it? There we go. Jay, hello to you. Flying the Christmas drone to Catilla. Nice stuff. And Buddy Funkster, apparently so, yes. We'll find out in a second when we get up there. We've got another 10,000 to go until we hit the weather issue that was reported recently. Doctor on board, yeah, so this paint actually, VXA, was Qantas's first 737-800. So they've applied it onto the A320 basically to sort of be as close to what's realistic as possible. Volcom, you know what? You just need the development version, I think, unless it's not yet been properly implemented. First time doing Qantas on the stream, I think. So the experimental version of Volcom doesn't exist anymore in Microsoft Flight Simulator for flybywire. It's been frozen / cancelled again. So you want to use the development branch, which is what we're using today. Got all the latest stuff in it. Look at that, the decal texture is fantastic with this. 17,000. That's looking alright still, look at that. Dropping down quite nicely. I forgot to release the nippers, and I forgot to turn that off because I've been enjoying the scenery a bit too much. Where's old Jetstar? We've lost him. BIXAD. Maybe he's going a lot quicker than us. We'll keep eyes up for the contrails in a short while, see what happens. Now look at that. Yeah, the clouds look really good. That looks fantastic down there. I wonder if I can get that in a screenshot and have the same effect outside. Goodman, hello! A little less zoom makes it look a bit better, doesn't it? Qualcomm, yes, it does, yeah. So you'll still get the runway extended center line and everything that we've been enjoying so far. Doctor on board, perfect. How are we going to fit? Let's have a little look at Volanta then. We've got Volanta Premium, of course. They do offer a freeware version too. Let's add those screenshots in as we fly along the coast. So we've headed away from Brisbane, Caloundra, Coolum Beach, which is what we're flying over at the moment. We've got Graham and Jetstar 886 alongside us. And then we're off up here. In fact, if he's there, let's go back to the sim and go to Doink. No, this side. He's here somewhere. There he is. Interesting. Question is, what's his cruise altitude? We're flight level 360. I'm going to swivel the drone camera around to see if we can spot him. If he comes a bit closer, we might get a nifty looking screenshot with a couple of us flying. There he is. Wow. In fact, I can see the livery. Oh jeez, we're crossing paths. There we go. Now that looks good. We do look like we're converging though. This is Air Law 101. Maroochydore below us, fantastic. Look at that. Oh, we do look close. Love it. That's brilliant. You can almost see them. We can almost wave at the other passengers, look. As we turn with. Alright, now let's go in the flight deck. We can see him turning in front. Interestingly, we're not getting any TCAS warning. We'll just chase him. Reese, yeah, it looks pretty good. We're sat of -33, TAT of -8, and ICEDEV +6 at 28,000. There's Graham. Screenshot City Muddy Funkster. Oh, that does look uncomfortably close, doesn't it? Yeah, we're on live weather. We're sharing the same route all the way. Graham, what's your flight level? Gridman, it should do, yeah. He says. Got to turn that one up and that one. Literally see the two engine pylons and his white strobe on the tail. Looking good. Yeah, let's see, we want to go that side, don't we? Let's get them wing views. Oh, flight level 360. Ooh, we're the same. So I'm going to go to 380. Ah, Graham. That's alright, you stick at 360, I'll stick at 380. Unless you want to do it, I'll let you decide in the live chat, and then I'll do whichever you're not doing. It's a flight time of about, I think, was it an hour and a half or an hour in total? I think it's about an hour in total for the route. 1 hour 30, gate to gate. Aviation Simulation in Discord is asking, when is FSLTL coming? I want that instead of AIG. So the download for FSLTL is going to be 90% easier than AIG, you'll be pleased to know. There'll still be a couple of steps to follow, but it will be a significantly easier than what AIG have created, because that's quite a headache, really. Pretty much the same models, but the liveries themselves that are going to be produced by FSLTL are going to be much higher detail. Yeah, I'd probably say slightly higher detail with some better PBR textures and everything else. They're using some of the livery creators that we're familiar with, like Frex, within the flightsim.to community. They're actually helping FSLTL out, which is quite fantastic. So we've got some stunning liveries from FSLTL, and tomorrow I'm going to switch from AIG back to FSLTL to test and see the difference between the two. Tomorrow we're going to be heading from Fukuoka in Japan, the Hong Kong Express A320 flybywire mod, then back down to the new Hong Kong by WFSS. So you don't want to miss that. The route back is going to take us from Mackay, POONA 2, runway 14 to POONA, Yankee 16 to RUROX, Yankee 177 to SMOKA, and then the SMOKA 9 Alpha arrival back into Brisbane. So we'll generate that route, so that's prepped in the system, ready to go. Stephen, hello, hope you're okay. Bernie, same time as always, 1 o'clock UK time. I think Graham's pulled away. Oh, there he is. Graham, were you going to 360 or 380? I've not heard of FSLTL. So, before AIG came about, Land O'Lakes, FSLTL was the model matching thing that I was using basically in the closed beta, and I was helping them for a little while do a bit of stuff with what to prioritise on VATSIM. XL, hello to you, flying Stockholm to Rovaniemi in a Finnair A320, nice stuff. Next week actually we're going to be doing the Fly and See Santa event on VATSIM. We're going to fly from somewhere to Rovaniemi. Just need to work out where actually we're going to begin our journey from. Little later start than usual because we've got a slot for that Rovaniemi event, and it's around about 5:30ish that we're going to be touching down for that next week, next Saturday. So join us for that. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be cool. The yearly event. There's Graham still. Ever so slightly in the distance. There. So it looks like we've got about 2 minutes separation. Just about. We'll do 360, we'll see if he climbs up further. Yeah, it looks like he's taking 380. We did it last year, it was really good, but we flew in just as the event was beginning. Oh, Thomas somewhere in Poland to Rovaniemi. Yeah, he's definitely going to 380, so we're going to stick at 360. Bernie, so FSLTL has been ready for quite a bit of time, and I was actually pushing them to say, look, just give the community something, release a beta of some kind, for people to be able to enjoy. But they don't want to release anything until it's at a point where it can just be confidently enjoyed, effectively. And FSLTL is going to be freeware as well, but the beauty of FSLTL is the fact that it's also going to give people the ability to link it into flight radar. So the way that it's going to handle the live traffic is by using something like flight radar and actually linking the live traffic into the sim using that, which is really cool. But it also means that you get live traffic that's actually live, maybe with a very tiny delay of a minute or two, as opposed to the MSFS live traffic with about 30-minute delay. Tech Dean, hello Ruben. And do you have the link for the event? Ooh, no I don't actually. Hold on. I think, let's see what the booking, there we go. Flying Sea Santa 2021. There you go, it's in the live chat. Most of the slots, I think if not all of the slots, are booked for Rovaniemi. There's a lot of slot availability for flights into Kiruna and Tromsø as options there. So Graham looks like he's quite settled at 380, so we can go back to enjoying the window views. Look at that. Oh, it's a fantastic event. It's you're guaranteed holds. So I think the last time we did the event we were holding for about 30 minutes. But later into the evening, people taking part in the event actually started to hold for more than an hour. So it can get quite difficult. Can get quite frustrating as well, I guess. The question is, what aircraft do I do it in? The A320 or the Aerosoft CRJ? And currently, I've got it booked under Osprey 165. So do I represent the channel and stick with it, or do I pick an airline? Air CRJ. Do Nordica operate on that route? Could use the CRJ 900 or something like that. That would be quite cool. Wrong by name. Stick with it. Yeah. Represent a bit of Osprey, shall we? They'll be like, who's that? Legendary call sign. There's a lot of alpaca. David, yeah, so we've only got the CRJ 700 with channel livery, sadly, at the moment. I'd love a 1000 in the channel livery. Parasim, hello. Have I got a VATSIM model matching setup tutorial video? I have indeed, yes. In fact, it came out last week, I believe. So do have a little look back on across the channel. You want to see, it's in big purple writing, model matching for VATSIM AIG beta. To be fair, we could still use the CRJ 700. Oh, GD, that's strange. We tried closing the sim, rebooting your computer, and trying again. Bernie, with some Mackay facts, just letting everybody flying know that Mackay is a backtrack runway, so we need to give a bit of space in between each other for the arrival. Interesting, so it sounds like we might have to hold a little bit. Or vector wide. Long by name, I like the sound of that. Let me just send a message actually to the guy that made the CRJ course liveries, see if he's got the time or not to create one by next week. Ideally we could have the 1000, right? Okay, I pinged it across to Tony to see what he says. Need to backtrack for departure as well. So Bernie, do you live near Mackay by any chance? Or are you more Brisbane way? Hey, welcome to you as well. Good morning from Recife, Brazil. Hope you're okay. Yeah, it is runway 14 for Mackay. Let's have a little look at Navigraph, shall we? So we're planning for... There's our little route. Almost at the halfway point. We're planning for... Stars. What's this? Welke 1R nav arrival. From Welke. Then we're going to head out to Lumba, which is all the way out there. So staying over the coast as we go past Mackay to the left. We'll have that over the port wing. And then configuring for the RNAV Zulu GNSS approach runway 14. So from Lumba, 4,700. Descending down to BMKNI, 3,340. Then left with a final approach course of 139 degrees down to the airport, basically. So let's pin that, let's pin the star, and let's go to airport information. Runway 14 vacated Alpha. So actually that's probably possible, so we won't need to backtrack. We could, some of us will probably be able to get off at Bravo, some might be able to get off at Alpha, which would be quite handy. I might aim for Bravo, to be honest. Low auto brake and reverse thrust might sort that out quite nicely for us. A 2,000 metre runway almost. So we'll try and aim for Bravo, and then we'll taxi off and park up. Where are the parking stands? There we go. Stand 1 apparently, wasn't it? So that's the far end of the terminal. The edge of the apron. Quite cool. For Mackay, Queensland, Australia. It's a really nice bit of scenery, by the way. Bloody fantastic. Living in Brisbane, but flew to Mackay earlier in the year for my daughter's basketball championship. Awesome. Yeah, I was just wondering the same, Gridman. Did they win? Zemo Gaming, used tutorial for model matching, it still doesn't work. The AIG one by any chance, or a different one? The AIG stuff definitely does work if you've set it up correctly. But you've got to follow all the steps. I know it's quite a long video, but I've been finding that a couple of people with issues have been skipping portions of the tutorial. When FSLTL comes along, I'll create another tutorial video, of course, and that one is guaranteed to be a lot simpler than AIG, so you'll be looking out for that. SimHD, well, the only actual data for my cat is just the email address it's linked to, but yeah, they haven't got the password or anything else, so not too worried about that. Zema, yeah, we use the AIG models. I'm guessing it's the AIG tutorial that you've watched, is that correct? Do check out the channel merchandise if you've not done so already. Somebody bought a hoodie the other day actually, which I know hasn't yet been delivered to them, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like when they get it arriving. And we've just had a 15% off sale actually, though that's over now. It was a 24-hour only deal, which is quite cool. Tomorrow's live stream, it's scheduled on the channel. It is going to be public for everybody to watch, but the live chat itself will be members only. Mikhail, but I got my advent calendar delivered yesterday, so I've opened 1 to 4. Eric's been trying simple traffic. Yeah, they offered me the chance to have a little look at a preview and do a review video for it, but to be honest, it's not something that I was too keen about, knowing that FSLTL was in the background working away, and AIG of course then released itself too into a beta. Zemo, have you watched the AIG tutorial video that I've created? Or have you watched a different video? Joshua, why members only live chat for tomorrow? I've not done one for almost 2 months. I was supposed to do one last week, but because we had no internet, that didn't happen either. So it's only fair to members supporting the stream monthly that we do at least once a month. Usually it is just once a month. We'll do a members only live chat, so everybody can still watch the live stream tomorrow, and they'll still be able to see the new Hong Kong scenery by WFSS. But you've got to be a bronze, silver or gold frequent flyer to be able to chat tomorrow's live stream. It's only fair. Channel members of course are supporting the stream every month with their memberships, so we've got to show the appreciation to them, helping the channel along. Live weather is looking really good at the moment, it's got to be said. Nice Swiss creamy milk chocolate. Is it Swiss? You know, advent calendar chocolate is like the cheapest chocolate in the world, but it's some of the best tasting chocolate ever. Zemo, okay, so go on to my channel and have a little look for one of my most recent videos covering AIG tutorial installation, and it will show you basically how to get it all working. That's currently the best way of doing it. If you want the link, I can put the link to it into the live chat. So if you want it in the live chat, just ask and I'll have a little look. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. 38 likes, 71 viewing at the moment. So do show that you're enjoying the stream so far with a little thumbs up. Have they? Yeah, they fixed the 300 degrees cruising issue. I don't even know why that's ever in range. I don't why Meteo Blue ever thought that was going to be a thing. Zemo, yeah, so you've got to follow all the steps of that tutorial step by step. If you miss a step, the AIG thing kind of breaks, it doesn't really do it properly. It's quite frustrating for an installation process. Or either that, or you could just wait a couple of weeks perhaps, and then use FSLTL whenever that releases, which is going to be a lot easier to install. Tammy, hello. A question for you. Should 27,000 kilograms be enough for a 7879 for a 3.5 hour flight? Is that 27,000 kilos of fuel? In which case, I'd like to think it would be more than enough. Let's switch some of this. Max, hello! Hope you're okay. There we go. Let's get a bit of that Australian territory off in the distance. Yeah, how have you been? And Gadget, hello to you as well. Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Great to be back streaming now that the internet issues have been resolved in my area. Didn't even get an apology from Vodafone, bizarrely. What they tried to do is sell me a broadband package that was 3 times more expensive for the same thing. Well, why would I pay for that? Might have missed it, but when is the Mackay scenery available to purchase? Good question. I thought it'd be this weekend, but perhaps it'll be in another couple of days. This was a preview that I was supposed to do last week, but naturally that got delayed because of the issues that we had. Swedish, hello. Got a question, new to VATSIM. Was wondering, is there always an ATIS online for airports without ATC? Good question, actually. No. Sadly not. So you need a controller online who will then generate the ATIS for pilots to use, basically. But in absence of that, in the chat box thing inside vPilot, you can type in .metar space and then the 4-letter airport code. So like YBMK for Mackay, for example. And then it will give you the latest weather, or the live weather at that airport. Sometimes it will say no weather profile exists, so you'll have to then maybe Google it instead. At the very least, all you need is wind information, preferably, but also a QNH. And if you've got those, you're all good. User, have I seen the A32NX nose wheel steering? Yeah, so that's coming soon. It's a PR at the moment for fly-by-wire. And Joshua, indeed, I saw earlier. It sounds painful. Fly-by-wire, basically, with the new tiller feature, you'll have to go into the controls menu and set a keybind to steering left plus, steering left and steering right, and also mixture engine 4. I think it is. So you got to set 3 keybinds, and that will then effectively give you a tiller axis to use, which is quite cool. I'm hoping. What are we in tomorrow? We're in an A320 tomorrow, so I'm hoping actually, if you guys want to tune in and see that tomorrow, I might work to get that ready for tomorrow, so you guys can see tiller in action if you'd like. Just let us know in the live chat. Oh, Ashley, that's a good shout. Gadget is most likely, yeah, potentially. What I might use is the Z-axis of the my joystick, because I've pretty much deactivated that for rudder. What I might do is I might activate it again, but with the new keybind, so I can twist my throttle, my yoke stick, Thrustmaster T-Flight stick thing, to be able to use that as a tiller potentially. I definitely need to do a Fly UK flight soon. The flight I'm doing right now from Tammy is Kingston Toronto Air Canada 7879. Fantastic. I'm guessing in a different simulator. Well, you're not wrong. It does look like that's a bit off. Well spotted. Joshua, yeah, the injections at the dentist do hurt indeed. They're never good, are they? Where's Graham? There he is. Eric, indeed. So the tiller down here, fly-by-wire, is about to be activated, but it will require a couple of different keybinds. So for those of you watching tomorrow, I know it's going to be a members-only live chat, but everybody will still be able to watch it. And we'll have, you know, if we want it, then I'll work to download the tiller and get it all set up to see if I can get it working. DIY head tracking gadget, nice stuff. Demo, come Poland one day on VATSIM. Yeah, we've done Krakow, Warsaw. Definitely want to fly back though, or begin a journey in Poland again. Joshua, so I've got Dublin scenery, but I haven't got Southampton scenery, I don't think, from memory. Unless it's elsewhere. Can't quite remember. Right in the legs page, there's Welk. And Lumber. Interestingly, the only constraint we've got here is KNI 3340, which is correct, so the actual RNAV approach is all correct. We've got no data here for the Welk 1, which is Welk 1 RNAV. To be fair, there's no constraints at all there anyway, so it's going to be down to us to get us down with a transition level of flight level 110 for the descent. Which has already been automatically input thanks to the Navigraph nav data in the flybywire A32NX. Awesome. We do a .METAR, YBMK, and we got winds of 110 at 4, QNH 1010, and a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Nice. The RNAV arrival that we're expecting to do from Lumber, we've got minimums down here. I think, from memory, I'm losing track of all these updates across loads of different mods. I think I remember seeing that we've got a bit more of a VNAV function now, so we'll put 360 in for the MDA to see what happens. Job done. That'll do us. What other things have we got that could assist us? I know it's an RNAV arrival, but there was a VOR at Mackay. Let's see, let's tune that, 1127. So we've got a bit, in fact there it is in the distance. MK. It's already picking it up. Awesome. And there's an NDB of 308. Let's tune that, put it into ADF2. So we've got a couple of systems as a backup there. Like so. We're already picking up VOR1, which is quite remarkable. Deck that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Or even if you can, you could potentially, using Authenticate you could work with a 3D scanner to create your own. Zemo, you want to use the development version for the flybywire A32NX. The experimental is no longer being updated anymore, and the stable is really quite far behind. Bernie, great to hear indeed that Australia is next on the board for Microsoft's World Updates. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do actually, and I know there's a lot of stunning pieces of landscape around Australia, so it'll be great to see if they improve some of the photogrammetry in some of the areas. It was interesting actually for interesting for Microsoft / Asobo to say that New Zealand won't be included in any world updates. And I don't know if that's because of the Orbx mesh scenery plus all of the payware that's coming through New Zealand at the moment. Perhaps Asobo figured that it's not needed. But it'd be good to see the reason, the rationale behind it perhaps. How's the A380 going? Progress is still being made, but yeah, nothing really worthy of talking about yet at the moment, to be honest. And we haven't got any more announcements, sadly, for Qantas with the Luke Air Tour. We've literally just got the world's longest safety demonstration, and that is it, which is a bit of a shame. But we'll stick with it. I'm tempted not to, but it's such a long safety demonstration for Mackay. It's I'm tempted not to bother with it. Oh, the sounds are definitely louder outside, aren't they? But that's some stunning scenery down there. That's the east coast. Oh, look at that. Love a bit of contrail work. And those reflections, actually. Wow. That's where some of the liveries, if they're made correctly, look stunning. Front, on your left, there's a 747 coming the other way. Ooh, a flight level 310. How close below? You said on my left, didn't I? Damn it. Come on, where is she? Ryan E, hello. Hope you're okay. Has it gone past yet? Ooh, we might not be able to see it. It's quite far away, isn't it? It's on the nose at the moment, so it's kind of all the way up here. You know what? We'll remain in a ready position. And we'll keep an eye out for it. Although we're due to start descent soon. What do we want to be at? I think it was about 3,000, wasn't it? We're at 36 at the moment. Down to about, I don't know, was it 3,000? 3,340. Call it 3,3. and we'll want to end at about 220. So we need 110 nautical miles apparently to descend with a vertical speed of 1,300 foot per minute. Oh, I think we need to start now then. We'll go down to 12, we'll reassess. So that's pretty much on the 110 mark at the moment. Although the vertical speed's quite steep. Let's get rid of that. Let's actually set 12. Zemo, AIG still in beta, yes. FSLTL's worth looking out for. It's going to be the same sort of thing, but with a real good focus on VATSIM itself as well. And properly good live traffic as well, because it's going to be integrated with Flight Radar 24, which is quite cool. And freeware. Ryan, can I ask, with the ARG model matching, it won't override me FS realistic sounds? It shouldn't do, no. Oh, Tammy, that sounds like a good route. Look at that down there. Lazarus, hello to you. Waiting patiently for Greece to get an update. Oh, yeah, that would be great. It already looks fantastic, but with a Greek world update, it's going to be stunning, isn't it? To add all the POIs and make the islands better. I'm going to second that. If that's even a forum thing, let us know in Discord with a link, and I'll bump that. He's alongside now, so I think he's so far away that we can't see him. Yeah, we can't see him. Quite a bit further along than us. Bernie, yep, all for free. How do they do it? I don't know, I guess maybe just their enjoyment of creating something for the community, perhaps. Not sure. It's a lot of work, though. A heck lot of work. Hmm, 80 miles to the threshold. I might just leave this to go into open descent. Graham's a lot lower than us. He's all the way down there. That's a good question, Eric. What is after Australia for the world update? Good question. I don't know. Does anyone else know? I would love to see a Greek world update. Now that that's been mentioned, I'd be really very much for that. I think that would be quite stunning. Look at that. Joshua, it certainly is, yes. Into the new Mackay by Orbx. Brazil. Ooh, that would be nice. What scenery, though, could come with that? I'd love to see a proper Rio de Janeiro International Airport. Yeah, I think you're right there. We'll never get China or Russia. Canada. Canada would be good. I reckon we can continue this all the way down to 3. Tammy's got the whole of December planned out by the sounds of it. I reckon we've been ambitious with this descent. Maybe that top of descent calculator was a bit incorrect for us. We'll stick with this. I reckon this is going to be okay for us. 70 miles to go. 27,000 feet currently. We could probably come off the descent a little bit. Ryan, awesome. That's going to be really thrilling. I'd love to have a go in a level D sim. Live weather's still looking pretty good, and there's a new bit on the cruise bit page. You can see cabin vertical speed, so it's ever so slowly depressurising along with our descent. You can see there it's minus 550 foot per minute for the depressurisation inside the cabin, which is quite cool. It's a little new feature that's been in for maybe a month perhaps, or longer perhaps. I've never noticed it. Felix, yep, all fixed. At least currently, touch wood, we've had no problems. We'll do a final weather check with the Meta YBMK. Yeah, still looking good. QNH 1010. I'm going to set that now on the standby instrument. And we're landing configuration full. It's a couple of grand, I think, for an hour. There's Graham. Actually got quite a nice bit of separation, actually. So flight plan for the return, so going to be Qantas, what was it, QFA 987. We've just filed that for VATSIM as well. We're going to be, is it 14, runway 14. And the POONA 2. Flying in at the moment. We're going to be on to the WELKE one. So as we work through the descent, just reviewing the arrival charts for the approach, it says for missed approach, track direct to Bravo Mike Kilo November Hotel. Then track 139 degrees, climb to 2,500 feet. So pretty much just take off, fly runway heading. We'll go around, fly runway heading, straight line to 2,500. And then it would just be vectors back round, I'd imagine. Probably back to BMK and F. That'll do us quite nicely. And then it's a 5-mile finals. That'll work. So there's our plan for a missed approach. Rish, yeah, we're using live weather. Ryan, I'm still using AIG at the moment, and I can still recommend it, yes, but I'm going to start going back into FSLTL again. A lot of you guys remember I've been using FSLTL for quite a few months prior to their little news release yesterday, so looking to start using that again where I can. And it would be good to compare the two, I guess, as well. With TCAS, is there a limit as you zoom out when you stop seeing traffic? So interestingly, we've not had any TCAS readouts today. Bizarrely. So even when we got really close to Graham earlier, we got no TCAS whatsoever. Perhaps it's not in the dev branch yet properly. When's FSLTL officially out? Good question. Not entirely sure. Oh, David, fantastic. I think you probably got enough room for me, so I'd just continue with the normal RNAV, I think, to be honest. I think you'll be okay with that, David, if that works for you. Long by name. Yeah, no, you've got that exactly right. FSLTL, freeware. They go for those of you who like to use live traffic instead of VATSIM, it's going to be linked directly into Flight Radar's Flight Radar 24's system, so it's going to be properly live traffic. It's going to be fantastic. Ah, Croaky, cheers, mate. So that explains why we weren't getting any TCAS earlier. It's not properly working yet. It's a great little approach. €300 for 2 hours. That's really good for a level D sim. That's fantastic. That's cheaper than an actual flying lesson. How crazy is that? $12,000. I think we're going to level off at 12. Alright, we'll level off at 10. There we are. Mikhail, yeah, I've been in I've been in the FSLTL Discord for a year now, actually. You'll probably, if you search my username, you'll see me marked up as a part of their dev team, if you like. I was just sort of helping with the VATSIM side of stuff. $20 miles to the threshold. 30 miles to be at 3,000. Can we see Graham? It's going to be through the clouds, so I'd imagine not. So I'm not going to accelerate because he's going to be decelerating in front. We'll just hold 250, 10,000. Oh yeah, we're below transition now as well. 1010. Get the dib dabs on. The sounds that FSLTL have got for their models are a lot better as well. They are really very, very good. Yeah. I think they've probably got enough beta testers at the moment. I know they've got quite a lot actually. Doing some beta testing. Let's go low auto brake. A nice casual descent. We shouldn't need any auto brake, so let's just get that armed. And Mackay, first glimpse is going to be out the window, down there somewhere, through the cloud. Eric, that sounds awesome. So I would imagine that would be the same as well with Flight Radar. With FSLTL, you can imagine how cool that would be. Joshua, I do have Twitch, but I don't use it to stream. I just use it to watch things on, basically. But I do have a British Av Geek Twitch account. I just don't use it. I like to just focus on YouTube at the moment. If there was a significant amount of the community asking me to shift across to Twitch, then I would probably move. But most people actually are quite happy and want me to remain on YouTube. For now, at least. I'm sure it will change in the future. Right, Mackay is under this bit of cloud here. So we're keeping eyes up for it. Let's get rid of this weird Christmas music. We'll go sterile below 10,000. We descend down. 20 miles to go to get down to 3,300. Easy. What have we got here? Where is it? So it's going to be on our 10 o'clock. Just about that. In fact, there it is. First glimpse of Mackay. So that's runway 14. Threshold's there. We're going to land that direction. You can see taxiway Alpha, which is the one on the left, and Bravo, which is the one there as well. So let's see. I checked it out the other day. I think you guys are going to love this as well. Mackay traffic, Qantas 986 A320neo passing Sadid inbound on the WELKE 1 RNAV arrival for the RNAV approach. Runway 14 will report on finals. Mackay traffic.
Mackay traffic, this is Jetstar 688. We're just overhead Lumbar, a little bit high, so we're just going to extend the downwind leg for the RNAV approach.
Let's bring my speed down then in that case. We'll just let it trickle away. Guys, back through the clouds. Looking stunning down below. To this is going to be good. Nice fun little approach. Clouds look wonderful. Right, let's where's the decel? The decel's there, which yeah, I guess is 15 track miles. What's Volanta showing? Noosa, yeah, it's fixed at the moment. There's quite a few bunched up behind actually. We're gaining quite significantly with Graham, so on that basis I'm going to probably put approach phase on now early. Look at this, this is wonderful. How fantastic does that look?
Mackay traffic, Qantas 490 is inbound.
The clouds.
Mackay at Sadid on the WELKE 1.
How incredible is this?
Arrival, the RNAV 14.
Looks great down there, doesn't it?
Advice went on final. Mackay traffic.
Mackay traffic, we're 15 nautical miles away from the field, just turned on finals for runway 14.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 987 is reducing speed and turning base at Lumva for a final approach number 2, a couple of miles behind. We're all going to bunch up really quickly here, I think. Lights and belts.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Go to 180. Well, we'll hold S. This is a pre-release. It's due to be released in the very near future, actually. Oh, Jesus. There's Graham. Let's bring that speed off. Graham, could you do at least 160 until about 4 DME? I'm up your chuff.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Qantas 490, I'm going to extend out to lead us.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 449, A320neo on descent on WELKE 1, arrival from runway 114. We'll report on final, Qantas.
Where's he gone?
Mackay traffic.
There's Mackay. There's the runway. There's Graham. He is quite close, yeah. We'll do a land after, so we'll see him touch down, and if I know I can stop safely, and the distance I can see to be clear, then I'll just go for it. So RNAV with the approach doesn't work, so we're just going to have to control VNAV ourselves. Actually, that's not bad, spacing wise. Well, actually. What are we? Flaps 2. Let's go flaps 3 and gear down. Mackay traffic, Qantas 9086 is 8 mile finals number 2. Flight recorder. Will it cause a crash to desktop though? I'll do it into Brisbane. I'll do it into Brisbane. Just in case it kills the sim. It's got a tendency to do that, hasn't it? $1,700, isn't it? BKMF, that's that one ticked. What was it? 2.5. Let's just take control. We'll fly it in manual all the way. The next 6 miles, 7 miles. So our speed differential with Graham doing 160 until 4. That should give us a bit of space. So I think we're going to be okay here. We're at 5 miles almost, just deploying full flaps. Ali, hello. So, no, not needed really, because we've still got. Yeah, I can see the centre line. That's looking okay. It works the same way as the others. Profile's looking good. 4 miles. Slightly above the profile. Let's get the nose down, and looking left to be as well. There's Graham. Just about a couple of miles ahead. Does he look like he's touched down? He does. So let's just focus on landing here because we are flying it manually.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 449, turning base runway 14, Mackay traffic.
Yeah, Mackay traffic, Qantas 490, lead us on a 16-mile final. Is there traffic ahead of me?
Ali, yes, you will be able to fly the 1000 quite nicely.
500.
We're back on the profile a bit better now.
100 above.
Bumpy, bumpy.
300. 200.
Qantas 459, U-turn at base.
100.
Orbx Mackay.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
And reverse. Green. Decel. More brakes. No brake. Let's go. Come on. Jesus. Don't really know what happened there. Mackay traffic, Qantas 9086 is vacating on Alpha to stand 1.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 449 is Mackay traffic, Qantas 449 is on an 8 mile final, runway 14, established on final Qantas 449. Okay, Mackay traffic.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 490 is on a 11-mile final. Qantas. Mackay traffic.
Ooh, hello. Hold on. 1 Alpha. That is the... I don't even know which one I'm supposed to be using here. 1 Alpha... We got 1. 1 Alpha. I don't know. 1. Stand 1. Okay, no, I've got it. Jesus. Quite tight. There's a -8 marker there. Like I've done it before.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 490 is on a 7-mile final. Mackay traffic.
It's, I forgot to turn the... Since when did that become a thing again? Right, we're weird fisheye. Gotta go do some landing spots. We got David on final approach. Who else we got on finals? They sounded quite close as well. Let's get lights, beacon, seatbelts. Got to do send. Let's do this one, isn't it? So let's do aircraft, stairs. Will it spawn any? Probably not in the position that we're in. No. We don't have anything. Obviously the sim wanted us to go over there by the looks of it. Here's one of the touchdowns.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 490 is on a 3.5-mile final.
Yeah, this might work out. Hayden, hello. David, we're halfway. We've just arrived at Mackay. Out for a touchdown. Star Trek. Is that like some sort of Qantas? It's Qantas freight. That's a funky looking livery.
Qantas traffic, Qantas Mackay traffic, Qantas 449 vacated on Bravo.
Ah, look at that. This is like bing bing. We're all coming in. What was I doing? I need to start the boarding. Because otherwise it's going to take
Mackay traffic,
forever and a day.
886, we're pushed back to time, so we're making pushback now, and we'll try and move out the way towards the landed traffic.
Whee! Nicely done. That was timed very well. Got to get the touchdown rating as well. That was an awesome touchdown. David remembered his gear this time. Look at that, braking on Bravo, love it. Doing the old Hollywood wheels off there by the looks of it. Route back, good question.
Mackay traffic, waters 490, vacated Bravo taxiway.
Wow, this looks awesome. We've properly turned this alive. Right, I know there's one on finals, but I want to whizzle around here a little bit so you guys can see Mackay, because it is beautiful. Little arrivals tunnel for us. Look at that. Stunning work. Coming soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator, of course. Yeah, AIG does certainly make it look fantastic, doesn't it? Got one on finals, haven't we? But can we see them yet while we're distracted and looking about? Okay, we'll check again in a couple of minutes. That's a really old school 737 there. How cool does that look? What else have we got here? So we've got a maintenance facility, custom ground vehicles, look, airport ops.
Mackay traffic,
I can see
traffic on finals.
We can see one on final. Yeah, short finals.
No problem. We'll wait until they've vacated and then we'll do a very fast taxi
CQ
down
rescue for the
end
helis.
Foxtrot Oscar.
Well, this looks sporty. This is steep. And this is what they call in the military an assault landing. Kieran doesn't crash. No, touch wood. It hasn't crashed at the moment, at least. Doctor on board. Thank you. There you go for the route back, David. Jetstar coming in hot. Oh, brisk. Oh, oh, oh. Where's he going? He's back on. The old woofer's getting excited as well. He's
Jetstar 688, Miller triple would vacate Bravo.
love it.
6 mile final runway 14.
We've got one of the 6 mile finals, so we'll watch them as well.
Traffic just 5665, 5 mile final runway 14.
Here we go. Another one on finals. Let's quickly check Volanta to get my landing rating. We're doing a bit of multitasking here while Graham's blasting down for a departure. End active flight. It started again, hasn't it? Let's go to here. QFA 9086. Here we go.
585 on 10 mile finals for runway 14.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Minus 221 foot per minute and 1.02 G. I'll take that. Happy days. Add a flight plan, 9087.
Jetstar 866, takeoff from runway 14, immediate take.
Whoa, this is tight. Jeez, who's that cutting in? Coming in hot. Land O'Lakes, we've got to go back to Brisbane now as well.
Perfect. Jetstar 565, landing runway 14.
How many have we got on finals, folks? Here we go.
Jetstar 866 airborne.
Oh, look at that. Off goes Graham. Jetstar be busy. To be fair, the landing's...
Traffic Jetstar 585 on 6 mile final.
There's another one on finals as well. This is fantastic. Right, 6 mile final, he's down. What else have we got then at the airport here? We've got the far training grounds off in the distance. It's like Big Jet TV. Whoa! The ground textures look fantastic here, and it's such a nice little airport. Disused runway, of course, demarked by the X's, and some heli parking and things over here too. CQ Rescue, whatever that is. Oh, hello, who's that? David, I assume. What else have we got? A couple of advert boards off in the distance. That's a nice little touch. Brings a bit of life to the exterior, and of course we've got the car parks, the Ibis Hotel as well. And the car park bit down here looks really good. Conscious, don't want to spend too long looking around. We've got one on short finals again. David, no worries. Thanks for joining us though, mate. That looks really cool. Ibis Hotel, nicely textured. And this is the landside area of Mackay Airport. This looks fantastic. Hopefully we get a couple park up next to us. Who's joining us for the return flight then? Disconnect, and then we'll quickly reconnect. 9087. Two more to land. That's fantastic. We're almost ready to go, so we're going to have to time our pushbacks and things. But I'm hoping to get a good screenshot with a couple of folk at Mackay parked up next to us. So if the Jetstar that's landing, or people that are taxiing at the moment, park up next to me. See what happens. We'll see what we can create. A bit of a screenshot thing. What do you guys think of the scenery so far then? There's like a supermarket on short finals down there that they've added in, a couple of roundabout signs and road signage on the perimeter road. It looks really nice. And off in the distance, watch this touchdown. Oh, look at that. Beautiful landing. Off in the distance they've added in the that antenna up there as well, which is quite fantastic. And of course they've modelled in the VOR beautifully there. What else do we have? Nice little backtrack. That'd be quite a cool departure over the water actually by the looks of it. Jetstar generation. I mean, there's the airport. Let's look at the landside bit again, because I know we pushed away quite quickly there.
Jetstar 585, runway vacated.
Yeah. Really cool. Those of you who know Mackay, what do you think? Do you think it looks pretty realistic? I think this looks stunning. It's a dirty Jetstar livery, look at that. Really worn. A321, awesome. That looks busy. There's a screenshot for us. Ah, where'd he go? I'm gonna have to move the view again now. There's a tricky one, this. Perhaps we go the other side. Let's go back to our aircraft. I think we had one on finals, didn't we, or am I mistaken entirely? Is that all of us? Oh, I like that screenshot. That's cool. I'll quickly check Volanta to see if we're all down, because I think we are. I know Graham's blasted off already. He's on his way back. I think that's all of us, actually. It looks to be all of us. Interesting. Right, back in the flight deck. I'd like to think this is all done now. We're going to be RBMK with a departure runway 1 for POONA 2. In it goes. Checking the flight plan page. We've got a discontinuity there, so let's remove that one. RUROX, Lamog SMOKA, and we're going to expect ILS 01 right approach. I'm going to put it in now because I think it's quite a safe bet. SMOKA 9 Alpha. Ooh. By Logan, I think. Just sort Navigraph out. Have a quick check of the charts. YBBN. Star. SMOKA 9 Alpha. 019. 01 left and right. By Glenn. That'll do. Performance 1/yen. We need fuel. What about that's a 6116. Wowzers, that might take us a little while. So they've taken, by the looks of it, the option out of the EFB. So you have to go to the clipboard option in here now. Click fuel. You can type in what you want. So 6116. Then it says ETA 5 minutes. You can have real time, fast, or instant. We'll do fast because it's a 1 minute refuel. See there, it's given us a lot more stuff. It's got the refueling memo as well, which is good, helping us out. Might as well start the safety demonstration because it's the world's longest. Although it's for a Dreamliner.
Welcome to Longreach, in central Queensland.
Longreach, yeah, it's Qantas for it. Long haul.
Still good. Triple check. I'll fly myself. We started here in
Thomas, that's not good. Rivals runway 19 right, winds changed, brilliant. So we're still not going to see the city.
Number one priority. Today, with your help, we're going to keep it that way. Give us your attention for the next few minutes to make your journey a safe one. As we take a journey
LS 19 right,
of innovation and Australian
part of Socko.
Welcome to Qantas. This is number 504 biplane. Made from timber and canvas. You're flying on the Qantas Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Sounds a bit faster than this old girl. In the 1930s, Qantas are world leaders in aviation innovation, with fully enclosed cabins, an in-flight bathroom, and even seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the clasp into the buckle, and tighten by pulling the strap. You can undo your seatbelt by pressing the button. Keep it done up low and tight during takeoff, landing, and whenever
Yeah, Lavin, at tracks.
that includes
Ambu, well, okay, perfect, that's fine. Quite good.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
That should be refueling complete. Let's get the V speeds in.
Welcome to the Qantas Flying Boat Base in Brisbane, Australia's first international airport.
God, I would hate hearing this all the time. 6-1 for the diversion.
Yours are a little more modern. You'll find one under your
Make sure that's good.
seat, or in the legroom.
Mission mode start.
Jacket from the tab
Beacon
by
on.
pulling the tab. Put it over your
Seatbelts back on again for the refuel being complete.
Then tighten. There's a red tag and mouthpiece for
And
inflation,
engine start.
and a whistle and line. And remember, only inflate your life jacket after the VTM.
I'm going to taxi out onto this line, and then I'm going to try and take a screenshot sort of here with everybody that's still spawned in there. So those of you that are there at the moment, hold your position. When I get to about here, I'm going to take a screenshot with you guys.
If oxygen is required, a mask will drop from above. Put it on quickly and tighten the strap. Oxygen will flow as you
YBMK,
fix your
SID,
mask first,
POONA 2,
then help others.
at or above 9,000. Probably not. Runway 14.
In the unlikely event of an emergency, you should be familiar with the brake position appropriate to your seat.
We'll set 9,000 anyway.
Seat in front, brake, by folding your arms and resting your forehead on your arms. If your seat is behind a bulkhead, or you can't reach the seat in front, lean as far forward as you can and hold on to your lower leg.
Look how good that is. Such a nice bit of scenery. Recognize your flybywire A32NX doesn't work and it's sad. But yeah, what if just try and uninstall it and put a fresh one in? Glad to hear you guys are enjoying this scenery so far. Hayden says it looks pretty damn good. Kevin, fantastic narrating the airport. And Gimme Shelter, I think I'll buy this on Monday. Thanks for the review of the new scenery. You're more than welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. It looks... Hey, hello. It looks wonderful, doesn't it? I mean, I love that. Look at the detail there of the arrivals sign and the bins. And of course for the old passengers, I think that looks wonderful. The APU is a real recording indeed. Good spot, Gridman. Get that off. Get that on. Get that off. Yeah, we put the taxi lights on. It's live weather, Dan. It's fixed apparently. 1+F. Orders to arm. Ignition mode normal. Cabin check auto brake max. Oh, give me shelter, fantastic. Yes, was it Nairobi to Cape Town, I think, or something? I'm gonna have to dig my emails out. Bear with me while we taxi. It's a stunning, historic British Airways route.
We've always been committed to innovation, and it was a Qantas employee, Jack Rand, who invented the very first inflatable escape flight raft. Your aircraft today is fitted with escape flight.
Oh, there's no way we're not going to hit him, so I'm just going to stay in this view.
If you need to evacuate, leave all items behind. Fly, leaning forward, with your hands on your knees.
If you have an electronic device, it's time to switch it to flight mode. I'm pretty sure I won't lose my phone, but if you lose yours, please avoid moving your seat or trying to retrieve it, as phones and tablets may be damaged or destroyed if caught in the seat mechanism. Just ask the crew member for help. Tonight is for another first for Qantas, when we wrapped one of our Boeing 747s in the flying art of Wanola dreaming.
Okay, traffic, that's great. 7 Alpha Golf radio check.
You can read more about
Readability 5.
today in your Qantas magazine, located in your seat pocket. It also includes a health and safety section with important information on deep range thrombosis or DVT.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 258, taxi runway 14 via Gulf for POONA 2, departure heading southeast. Mackay traffic.
So. Thomas, no worries, sounds good. Hayden, it is depressing, isn't it? I mean, how long ago did we start that? Apparently it's 8 minutes long. try that. Let's see. It's a horrendous safety demonstration, isn't it? I would hate working that every day.
Whether you're starting your journey or heading home.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for flying with us. Thank you for showing respect to each other and our crew.
Thank you for showing respect for each other.
Okay, traffic, Orbx number Alpha Golf, pushing back to Juliet.
For your attention.
Honestly, it's so strange. Is that Bravo coming up? Probably. Let's start a turn. Yeah, it is. We're not going to get down the next road, that's for sure. Right, it does, doesn't it? We need a crackly old radio now. Right. Let's get to the whole point. There's one on a backtrack. I think you're right. I think we could get all the way to New Zealand with it still going. Everything's a bit tight, isn't it? Let's see. Shame about the Donata catering there with that Jetstar in orange. God, I'm just trying to get a bloody screenshot without the Donata catering under the wing. That'll do. Sang by the Libera Choir. Very nice. Fun fact of the day. Mackay traffic, Qantas 9087 holding at Bravo, ready for departure.
And Mackay traffic, Osprey 10 is requesting radio check.
Readability 5. That's Thomas, Osprey 10.
Okay, traffic, Qantas 258, runway 14 line up and ready for takeoff. Mackay traffic.
Right, so we're holding. Oh, now look at that. That's actually materialised quite nicely for a screenshot, I think. Not quite get the Jetstar in without having the Donata in the way, but at distance, kind of has the aspect that it's not a problem. Now that's a cool screenshot.
And Mackay traffic, Osprey 10 is pushing back.
Yeah, there we go, look at that for a departure. Mackay traffic, Qantas 9087, backtrack, runway 14. Robes. Let's leave that one off. Might as well just put all the lights on. We're not going to muck about, we're going to be going.
Okay, traffic, Osprey 1 Alpha Golf holding at Alpha.
There's David. Camo is no blue, auto brake max, and spoilers are armed. On a POONA 2. Let's see, is it that one? No, it's that one, and I've already gone past him. I tried.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 258 at 5,500 feet inbound POONA, Mackay traffic.
Quarters to mid idle, and we're going to be ready for the left turn. Just position across a little bit. Mackay traffic, Qantas 987, departing runway 14, POONA 2 departure. All the runway. Round goes the wheel. All set 32. Flex.
And taxi.
Oh what? There's Toga actually, because I think I've miscalculated our performance, and I want flaps 2 Toga because it's a short runway, so we'll definitely need Toga. Sorry Qantas for burning out your engines. You on, rotate. Where we go? Mackay traffic, Qantas 987 airborne, passing 1000. And let's get the autopilot on. Leave a climb, into the climb gate, and accelerate into 180. Cost index. Doctor on board. Yeah, you know I do read the charts, but it's very busy sometimes. It's easily dealt with though. Toga gets it there, job done.
Traffic, Jetstar 586, pushing back for taxiway Bravo.
Flaps go away. And we'll go for open climb here. Just go all the way up to 37,000, I think it is, for our cruise for today. Yeah. Well, that's a strange line for the nav data, which I don't actually want there. Shouldn't be there.
Mackay traffic, Qantas 258 at flight level 110 for flight level 270, Mackay traffic.
Let's do that. Good, direct POONA. There we go. That's what the SID should look like. Interesting. Anyway, away we go. We've got scenery wise down below.
Okay, traffic, operator 1 Alpha Golf, passing runway 14.
Stunning. Alex always uses in Toga. Zility, yes, this is the latest dev branch for the flybywire A32NX. Let's get rid of the VOR. We might as well just get a standard pressure. Standard pressure. And away we go up to POONA. This, in a way, has actually created a nice little bit of gap. Got some great screenshots. I'm just putting them onto Volanta at the moment.
takeoff right
Damn, that'd be impressive. $10,000. Job done. Got some more views. What have we got? That one. God, it would help if I remembered my keybinds, wouldn't it? Wow, fantastic. Good to see. It's broken again. What's it frozen on? Altitude and airspeed. That's brilliant. Honestly. Live Studio is rubbish. Lane Aviation, hello. YBMK to YBBN. UFA 9087. There we go. We've got altitudes reading now, airspeed's reading, vertical speed. Yeah, there we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it, folks? Lane Aviation, welcome on board. Thanks for hitting subscribe. Infinity Gaming, what GPU are you using? It's an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super. Don't forget to smash the like button while you're here. Give it a little like. Hit subscribe if you've not done so already. If you want to get your hands on the Mackay scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, then make sure you check out the links in the description for today's live stream. It's going to be in there as well. Oh yeah, it's rather frustrating. I know Volanta are trying to create at the moment their own stream overlay, which would be quite fantastic, but nothing's yet been generated for that, so who knows. Still hoping that they create an overlay. Have a quick check actually to see if it's got it done yet. No, still no overlay. What a shame. That'd be cool when it comes. I've noticed this, the climb rate as well. I'm sure you guys probably noticed as well with this. It's a lot smoother. Takes that a little bit longer to get up to speed, up to altitude. See the cabin pressure increasing, plus 400 foot per minute there as well. It's currently 2,300 feet. The live weather seems to be okay still. Sat at -7 at the moment. That's all good still as well. Love it. Really looking forward to checking out Phoenix's A320 when that does arrive for the sim as well. The beta, whatever it does turn up. Jeffrey Vink, welcome on board. Thanks for hitting subscribe. It does tend to depend on the cost index, yes. We departed on cost index of 25 like we usually do from Brisbane, that first leg, and it was a really slow, leisurely climb. Let's see actually if it can be changed dynamically. We're at 2300 at the moment. The engine's at 90% N1. Cost index of 9, look. If I change this to 25. Climb, cost index has changed to 25 as well. Nothing's actually changed. I think from memory doesn't work as intended at the moment. So I think if it was maybe 100, it would actually change stuff. But we're climbing pretty nicely anyway. We're up with 21,000 feet. Spitfire RAF, hello to you. Good afternoon. That's a bit more of a straighter line, look. Jeffrey's asking, hey, what do you use for your camera positions and angles? Which one, the custom views like this, or the one inside the flight deck? Both, okay. So, yeah, I use Alt and then 1 to 0. There's a tutorial that I've done on the channel actually for custom views if you do want to have a little look at how to set all of these views yourself. Inside the flight deck though, I've moved the height and everything up to about, I think it's 50, but then I've set it so that the red ball there is in line with the white ball and obscures the white ball behind it. So that's what pilots use in real life to set their seat. See how the position of it, the red ball changes depending on your perspective. So I've set my cockpit view to be dead center and at the right height based upon me having that red ball obscuring the white behind it. But there's somebody in front. Hopefully you can see that, a little bit of flashing strobes off in the distance. 25. Yeah, so if I put a cost index in of 100, let's do it, let's see what happens. We're at 91% N1 though, so we haven't really got much more out of the engine, to be honest. We can't ask for much more. But even if I changed it, it's not going to do very much. GD, looking forward to Flybywire's A380. Downside is I'll have to buy an additional throttle. Yeah. Well, it depends how you map them actually. You could map them so you have engines, if you got like the A320 thing from Thrustmaster, you could map it so that you've got engine 1, make it doing engine 1 and 2, and then the engine 2 throttle arm doing 3 and 4, and the reversers for those doing the relevant reversers for engines 1 and 4. Is it 1 and 4 on the A380 that have got the reversers? Or is it 2 and 3? I forget. Yeah, there's no A380 out for Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. Flybywire is still producing it, so tomorrow's going to be back in the A320. A little break. We covered the CRJ quite a lot recently, so it's nice to go back in a bit of Airbus. Some chilled streaming. He's up there. Good stuff. Ah, there you go. Alex has done the same with his A330, A340 stuff. Oh, David, are we doing parallel approaches? I think that sounds like a great idea. Let's go for it. Can certainly do that at Brisbane. I like that idea a lot. What do you guys think? And if that's the case, shall I stick with 19 right? Or shall I change to 19 left? This Plane Aviation is Microsoft Flight Simulator. The A340 that Alex was referring to, though, of course, is that's an NX plane, I think. Joshua, you should do a 777. I actively refuse to use the Captain Sim 777 stuff. It's not good. He should be. They should be charging for it. It's quite trashy. It's not respectful of the community. Basically, the way they've released that 777. So I, along with a lot of other content creators, will just refuse to use their 777. We're waiting for the PMDG one. As much as I would love to have one and use one, though, of course, but no, I'm not willing to stoop down to their level as Captain Sim stuff. That looks awesome down there. Like we've just fallen accidentally into another screenshot. Thomas is going to try and do a parallel approach. That's fantastic, look at that. Let's get the drone camera set up again. At 8.3, it's usually 3.6, I think. Well, yeah, GD, there is that. You could have at least the full control with the correct amount of throttles. And you'd get the immersion from it as well, wouldn't you, to be fair. So I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, it might be worth revisiting this route, World Update 8, to see what it's like by comparison. Looks stunning. Didn't notice it as much on the way out, though, interestingly. Dan, I think mine's at on 200. Bernie, nice one, thank you very much. Thomas, what am I planning for approach? I think at the minute I've configured for runway 19, SMOKA 1 Alpha SMOKA 9 Alpha arrival, runway 19. Inbound via Osoko. Lazarus, fantastic. Your first A380 flight for MSFS will be Heathrow to Sydney. It was your first in real life. That's a great undertaking as well. That's a huge flight. I'm going to be doing Heathrow to Frankfurt because when British Airways had Lear delivered, ex-LEA, I was one of the first crews to start the proving flights on that. So working in the back, getting used to how the cabin operates. We were flying back and forth to Frankfurt a couple of times a week to get used to the A380, and it was great. Really enjoyed that. So great little route hop testing route for the A380. That, and I think they're doing Madrid at the moment, I think, as well. Joshua, fantastic, no worries at all. If you want the actual screenshot that I've taken, head to Volanta, you should be able to view it. I think you can download it via that as well, but if not, go into Discord, into our Discord server after today's stream. I'll upload all of today's screenshots into there, and then I usually pick 3 or 4 and I'll put them on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook as well. Plane Aviation, what's the max speed of the A380? Question, was it Mach decimal 82 in the cruise, I think? 83 in the cruise? I can't remember, I'll have to Google it. A380's cruise speed, 1,050 kilometers an hour. Brilliant. What's that in actual speak? Cruise speed of Mach decimal 85. And it ranks amongst the top 5 fastest airliners. Wow. It's faster than a Dreamliner. That's incredible. The A380 is 151. Hold on. Yeah, 151 kilometers an hour faster than a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and faster than a 777. Although a different wiki page says that it's the same speed as a Dreamliner. Who knows? I guess it depends on the engine outputs, and the airline options and things. Quarter of the way there. Now we're just at cruise. There you go. Cabin altitude still creeping up. Slow to catch. I guess it's comfortably increasing, isn't it? .77 knot crosswind. Wow, it's not good. That's looking pretty good. ISA dev of +12 currently. Sat at -44. So live weather's still working quite nicely for us. Alex, yeah, I didn't expect that fact. So what did you guys think of Mackay or Mackay by Orbx? Quite nice, isn't it? Really nicely made rendition of the airport in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think. Nice little part of Australia as well, so there's options for the hops in the Milvis ATR, Dash 8 stuff. And you can do your hops to Cairns, Darwin, Sydney, Newcastle, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide. Lots of options. Regional hops, as well as the more sort of centred domestic stuff as well. Busier domestic routes. David's going for 19 left. Fantastic. So if I slow down a little early, even though you guys know I typically do that anyway, David should catch up quite nicely, hopefully, for a parallel approach. Out of curiosity, actually, David, did you see me as a Qantas A320 with model matching or something else? It would be quite good for you. If you can get a screenshot of me, I'll try and get a screenshot of you. We'll see how it compares. Joshua's cousins live in Adelaide. Nice stuff. Never been to Australia. Very much like to do so though. I think New Zealand's probably higher up on my list of places to visit first. Oh, Joshua, wow, you live in Uganda. Fantastic. I'll just go for the RNAV. Runway 19 left. Check you out. What a awesome. Let's go back onto Navigraph, shall we? So, we're busting away quite nicely. RUROX is around about our halfway point, just beyond that. And we know that we can just unpin that. Oh, we don't need that. So we know that we're going to be on a SMOKA 9 Alpha, and it's going to be runway 19 right via a SOCO, so let's pin that. You can see that we're going to transition via SMOKA. There's a hold there, published hold. Should it be really busy if it was an event, for example, with loads of aircraft flying in. And then we're going to go OTGAT at or below 120, Garth at or above 8,000. So I think I'll target 8,000 there, or 10. I'll target 10,000 feet. And then Burpa, 7,000 to 5,000 as the altitude range. Constraints. Igbon at or above 4,000. Then the next waypoint there is Pambu. There's a max speed of 230 knots. So we'll comply with that speed constraint. Speed compliant there, and then at tracks we have to be at 3000, and we'll be compliant there as well. Runway 19 right, ILS via SOCO wants us to be at 3000 to intercept the glide slope at 9.4 DME. Let's pin that chart. So we're going to be level at 3000 across the water for most of this, and then 9.4 DME will begin our 3-degree glide slope in. There's the ILS frequency 109.3, IBE through a 3-letter identifier, and a Brisbane VOR of 113.2. And 220 feet for an MDA. Taxi charts, landing 19 right, all the way over here again. So the runway that we departed on, we're landing in the opposite direction on the same stretch of tarmac, the wind change. I kind of wish we were landing on 19 left because we would get the terminal buildings. But we did have a good look at it as we made our way in anyway. Please remind me when we get in, check the international apron because I want to see what that looks like. And also, we want to do flight recorder so I can replay the landing too. Let's pin that. And we'll pin the domestic terminal parking charts as well, because we're going to end up over here, probably somewhere again the same pier that we did as we departed. Pretty good. So we'll stick to those charts for now. We'll have them out ready to go whenever we need. Joshua, who thinks you should do a face reveal. Well, did you see my solo flight video? Because I filmed it on my GoPro. And I got a bit of my forehead into that. Next time I go flying properly on my own, I will stick the GoPros back up. I've now got a second GoPro for wing views, so I can try and stitch things together a little bit and make a bit more of a nicer video. Because I'm going to be flying now, going into practice force landings, but eventually then navigation. So I'm going to be flying around England basically. Then Denham to Coventry, Coventry to Duxford, Duxford back to Denham. It's going to be quite cool. And eventually I will have to do that myself. When I do, I'll stick the GoPros in and I'll record that first cross-country journey. Quite excited for that. And I'll create a little video for that as well for you guys, so you can come with me almost. Naturally, real flying, unless I stick a big emoji over my face, you guys will see face reveal with the real flying videos at least. And moustache. What, an attempt at a moustache and an attempt at a beard. It's great, we've got loads of flights. Jetstar 586 I think's tail end Charlie for us today. Back out of Mackay. He's over Camila Beach. Got Captain Jonesy. Jetstar 5665 over St Lawrence. Primu. AKA Thomas. Osprey 10. We got Osprey 71 Alpha Golf as well. David behind us. Qantas 258. And there's us. Wow, how have we overtaken Qantas 258? They crashed. Ground speed 417. And same speed. Good. Maybe Volanta's playing up a little bit. Bad weather possible at Eagle according to Volanta. You're right, yeah. Long by name. Considering you're on the fence about restarting your PPL, I'm betting you're glad you're powering through it now. You know what, absolutely loving it. Yeah, really loving it. And because of the course that I'm on at work at the moment, I'm not able to do much flying. So I've got a lesson booked next Saturday where we're doing practice forced landings. And then one before Christmas. And I'm hoping that one is going to be the beginning of navigation, effectively. Eric, how much is a PPL to do? It's around about £9,000 to £10,000 in the UK. So what's that in euros? 12,000, 13,000 euros. It's £215 an hour for me, basically. The price of training. But I am absolutely loving it again. Volanta sounds like a blood pressure message. Yeah. Keith. Volanta sounds like a blood pressure medication. It does, doesn't it? We just need the cheesy American advert that goes with it, where it warns you of caution may cause this and that and everything else. Your hair might fall out, your tooth might go green. Long by name. I'm literally practicing forced landings tomorrow. You're well ahead. Wow. Yeah, I've only done 7 hours. And I've got to get to 45 before I can legally get the license. And all my hours before that I've done years ago don't count. So I'm powering through the PPL, but I'm hoping it means that cross-country wise I can go out and go, you know what, I've done a qualifying cross-country, but can I do another solo cross-country to somewhere else? I'm hoping I can go down that route a little bit maybe and do an extra cross-country. Maybe around London, fly down to like Kent, maybe somewhere down there, then back, Lid, back. That could be quite cool, quite good fun. Yes, I have, Keith, yeah, seen the American Med adverts. It's always a really happy scene that they paint, but with the most terrifying voiceover. 215. Wow. If I wanted to do it in a Cessna 152, it was £180 an hour, I think, which is a lot cheaper. But a Cessna's Cessna. The 152 is like a caravan with wheels and wings and an engine, so not a fan of those. I like the PA28. There's something about it. It looks fantastic. Flies wonderfully as well. And I'm not going to stop there either, actually. I wanted to go on to my instrument rating too, so I want to do my instrument rating and a night rating so I can... Oh, hello. When did that click out? I haven't knocked anything. Jesus, it's a good job I checked that. Sat minus 48, so live weather's fine. Just weird that that's knocked out a little bit. It's fine though. Long by name, but you've done your solo circuit within those 7 hours, then pat yourself on the back because that's mighty impressive, bud. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was really pleased actually, and I felt quite proud achieving it at 7 hours. A really good mate of mine did his at 12 hours. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the progress actually. Flight sim definitely helps. You'll get people that say it doesn't, but if you've got something like the Just Flight PA28 in MSFS, it definitely helps. You get an appreciation of landing technique, looking ahead to the distance, so you get your depth of perception at the threshold, all that sort of stuff. Jeff, hello. Any plans for upcoming streams for starting up ATC on VATSIM? I need to create, I need to get the other controllers together to try and, let's see. Yeah, try and basically tally up so we can do a stream together. So I need the staff around me to help basically. But I want to do Bristol, Pilot Plus's Bristol Airport, because I promised them back in September that I would do a stream controlling from their airport. I've not yet had the chance to get round to it. Naughty me. Alex, wow, yeah, 5,000, geez. $5,000. That in pounds is what, £3,000? That's insane. I mean, years ago when I was doing it, growing up, it was £120 an hour, and that, back in the day, then that was expensive. But yeah, this is insane. It's insane money now, sadly. Flying's expensive. I would love to be in a position one day where I could buy a share in my own aircraft, or perhaps buy my own PA-28, or even the more modern hyper light aircraft. Bristol would be excellent. Awesome. Jeff, it's great to hear. Let's see if we can get up to 100 likes before we touch down, folks. $60 for the 172. Wow. But once I get my PPL with the flying school, I think the rates go down to £125 an hour, I think. Which makes it a bit more affordable. Still expensive though. Thomas did an introduction flight in the summer, and the guy who was the pilot was impressed. Great to hear. Oh, Ashley, that would be great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just? We could all chip in and get an Osprey share, or else we could all buy a PA-28 together. Yeah, how cool would it be if we ended up getting a real PA-28 painted in the channel livery? That'd blow my mind. 100% James. There is a shortage of pilots. It's no wonder. It's too expensive for most people. Yeah, it shuts out 95% of all the people that wish to pursue that dream, like ourselves. You know, we can't afford £110,000 for doing the ATPL stuff, trying to become an airline pilot. It shuts a lot of us out. It's a real shame. They could get some incredible pilots, couldn't they? Incredible pilots, really passionate about what they do, but the cost of training is just far beyond anybody's ability. Well, did his PPL in a Tomahawk PA-38. Wow, that's awesome. And then transitioned to 172 and PA-28. Preferred the 172. Wow. A lot of people do like the 172. The high wing, I know, does afford better views down below as well. Great for VFR, picking out reference points and things. But maybe it's because the PA-28 was the first aircraft I flew many years ago. I just maybe it's just ingrained in my mind. There's a little bit of nostalgic love for it. David, say when for ATC? Awesome. Gosh, I'm rich on buying you a Cessna Citation. I wouldn't be able to afford to run that. Ian, good afternoon. Hope you're okay. GD, you're correct. Actually, yeah, they always try and poach them. Similarly, fastjet pilots, they try and poach them as well. Do a conversion course, type rating onto the airliners. Oh, a pit special. Jeez, I wouldn't want to fly one. Death Trap. She's got really big balls. Properly brave, that is. I've seen pit specials fly in real life, and they are horrifying. Keith, that's fantastic. I know there's a couple of charities in the UK that help, but few and far between. James, yeah, huge undertaking. That's something I couldn't ask my parents to do. A mate of mine, his parents remortgaged a house for him to do his training. What I remember. I'd love to get my own PA28. If I could do the complex type rating as well, and I could get like a little bit of a faster Piper, like an Arrow 3, something like that, that'd be fantastic. Fast, not very aerodynamic either, Dwyle, but yeah, really fast. Almost like a controlled collision every time they land. Tom, hello to you. Don't forget, members live chat stream tomorrow, but it's still a public stream, so you guys can all watch it wherever you are in the world. You will still be able to hear me talk, you just won't be able to chat in the live chat. Unless you're a bronze, silver or gold frequent flyer. Do check out the channel memberships if you want to look for a way to support the stream. Alex, when I turned 18, my dad worked for Eastern Airlines. Got offered a scholarship to become a pilot and never cared for it. Oh. Gutted. Yeah, Eric. I kind of would like to do that. I'm putting little bits of money aside from like the ad revenue from this channel and some of the membership money that you guys give. Those of you who are memberships, have got memberships to the channel supporting the stream. I put a little bit of away every now and again, so I'm hoping it can pay for even a small proportion of my PPL training. That'd be great. You guys know I really appreciate all the support through tips, buying the merch, channel memberships, all that stuff. It's always really nice to see. Appreciate all of your generosity. The pipe dream is a Osprey liveried PA28 Arrow 3 or something similar. That'd be great. Just need to work out where to park it and how to buy one. Now, I don't think we've got too much further to go before we need to think about descents. Yanga, can you show outside view? Of course. Oh, hello. Drone camera doing its thing. There we go. We've got a really good liveried, decal liveried Qantas A320 Neo here. Keep smashing that like button, guys. Got to get to 100 if we can before we land. It's always nice to get the 3 digits. Wow, Ron's frequent flyer, thanks for joining the channel. Ridderman, where to buy the sticker or the aircraft? How do you mean? Oh, Thomas, wow. If you can afford it, even if you can save for it in the future, go for it. What aircraft would that be on, out of curiosity? And also, those of you who are looking to do your PPL, use my Discord server. We can chat about all of the different bits of air law and all the things that we can maybe do to help each other go through the training. After all, that's kind of one of the reasons why we've got that Discord server. We can all help each other out. What do you think, Thianga? Looks awesome, doesn't it? Oh, Gridderman, do you mean the decal, the livery? So it's like basically the way the livery creators now do some of these is they almost create like a sticker that goes onto the model of the aircraft in the sim. That's what you mean. Log my name, of course you can. Bear with me, let's just try and type the right command into the live chat. EZL 110 150 Caliber. I'm gonna have to Google that. What is that? By the way, guys, if you are a channel member and you've recently realised that you've lost access to the club lounge inside Discord, oh, that's quite cool. It's kind of like a hybrid Cessna type of thing. That's quite cool. Yeah, if you've lost access to the club lounge inside Discord, but you're still a channel member and you're scratching your head wondering why, all you've got to do is link your YouTube account to your Discord account and it'll automatically get you straight back into the lounge. Eric, no worries. No, it's good. I appreciate all your support. I know you've been really busy recently as well. Someone was asking for stars and things. Martin, hello. What will be your star and your runway? So we're going to be flying in on the SMOKA 9 Alpha arrival, and we're going to be expecting runway 19 left and an ILS approach for that as well. We really need a top of descent marker, don't we? Why is it always a surprise to me? What are we doing? 10,000 for Garth. 10,000 from 37. We'll probably still be doing 290. But what we're doing at the moment, about let's call it 260. $85 nautical miles. Actually, that's now. Down we go. Though, do 1800, do 1600. We'll reassess this as we go. We'll see what happens. '19 right, Doctor aboard. Sorry, thanks. Leonardo, hello. Yeah, the live weather bug is fixed. Working really nicely for us today, actually, in fact. Joshua, I'd imagine it will do. Especially now that the anaesthetic's probably wearing off now, actually, isn't it, for you? Those 5 injections you've had. Joshua, my setup's not that great, sadly. Really cheap throttle joystick yoke and rudder set. And then I'm literally crammed in on an IKEA desk. It's a depressing setup. When you see it, you're like, oh, is that it? But it's it does the job. It does the job. Where's that ATIS information website thingy? Can't find it. Let's do .metar YBBN. Winds 210 at 10. Let's get that data in. Enter destination data. It's asking for it anyway. Good. QNH of 1011. Temperature 20 degrees Celsius. And the wind 210 at 10. It's already got the transition altitude in there of 11,000 for us, which is all good. And earlier on when we were talking about the charts, where is it? The approach, the MDA was 220. In Barrow.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 258 at flight level 260, descending to 8,000 feet inbound graft.
The Discord link worked for you. Long by name. It's in the live chat. We've got ATIS, information Tango, dry, temperature 20 degrees, wind 180 at 8 as of 13:30, so that's recent, 180 at 8. Expect instant or INST, inst? No idea what that's abbreviated to be. Expect instant approach, runway 19 left and right arrivals, 19 left departure, dependent parallel approaches in progress, weather, showers in the area, visibility to greater than 10 kilometres and cloud few at 30, QNH 1011. Lovely job. Eric, there's nothing wrong with the setup, it's just pressing when you see all these really Gucci setups that everybody else has. Instrument approach, thanks. Function board, again. I should know these things, it's been a tiring week. QNH 1011 wasn't it, so let's get that set. Miles to OGAT, so 20,000 to drop. Whoa, that's going to be tricky. Loads of fuel, 3,000 kilos. We won't see much of the city, we'll see it in the distance. Also, by the way guys, I was supposed to ask, merchandise-wise, I've now got the option, ships from the US only, of creating AirPods Pro cases and AirPods cases, Gens 1 and 2, 1, 2, something like that. If you guys would like to see that sort of merchandise as well, let me know. Same with like beanies and all that sort of stuff. Because I can get to work and try and create some. I can even do yoga mats. Joshua, replay mode, thank you very much. Let's get it prepped. It's ready. I've just got to hit replay at the right time. Users currently doing Vienna to Kiev. Nice. Vienna's got great scenery for it. Has Kiev got anything yet, actually? Any payware or any freeware? I'm sure I've maybe run out of... not kept up to date with all that sort of stuff. Pretty close with the traffic in front. Yeah. Not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. I think we're using different runway anyway. See the traffic in front, though. I am looking for it. This is where TCAS would be really handy. Oh, we're in front now. Jolly good. Leonardo, do I use MSFS's own replay? No, I still just use the flight recorder mod, which is really good. We passed him. Let's see if we can spot him. Is he above us? No. Is it below us? Ah, there he is. Down below. Who is that? Got David Hoonan in behind as well. Actually, he's starting Stockholm to Dublin. Oh, Hayden's just been hit with the weather bug. That's frustrating. I thought they'd fix it. Working nicely for us. Hey, Pyrig has made Kiev. Have they now? Why have I never realised that? Maybe I need to request that as well. I'm hoping next week we're going to be doing the new Pyrig Devco Glasgow, so do check that out. We'll be doing a stream of some sort from there or using that. Miles to go. I don't think we've met these constraints too well. That's a below 120. We're gonna have to do an orbit at SMOKA, I think. 127. I reckon we're okay. Let's just stay as we are. Stay on nav because we've got one behind. Garth 8000. And then Burper. And to 5000 we'll call it 6. And we go at Garth. We'll call that met. Otherwise it's gone all Pete Tong for us. We'll stick 50% speed brake in for the descent. The displeasure of those in the back, no doubt. But hey, we've endured the world's longest safety demonstration today, so .1011, 1011, they're set. What have we got here? 1093, let's check that's in. 1093, 1132. The Brisbane VOR, just in case we need that. And that is everything we need currently. Brisbane traffic. Qantas 9087 inbound, SMOKA 9 Alpha, arrival, expecting ILS runway 19 right, inbound passing Burper at 10,000. We enjoyed it twice. Good to hear. What's next? Okay. Down to at or above 4,000. There's a speed constraint of 230 coming up. Get that retracted. Down at 4. Actually, we've got loads of altitudes. We've got 9 miles for 15 miles or so to lose effectively 4,000 feet. Loads of time. Loads and loads of time. Meantime, we're back into some stunning scenery down below. Great weather. Look at that. Making good progress in the descent. We've just got the degrees, isn't it? So actually, if we put it back round here, it should give us Brisbane on the approach. I'll have display Bamboo 230. You can see that's there. At tracks level at 3,000. Oh, what I did forget. Lights, lights, lights. Signs are all on. Everything else looks good. How long's the runway? Quite long, isn't it? Where do we want to plan to vacate? Tango 9 would be good, or Tango 7. Tango 9 is probably most achievable. Let's do a flaps 3 config landing, shall we? So conf 3 in the MCDU, and in the overhead landing flap 3 is confirmed as well, and it's in ECAMMOS. Gosh, we're glad you enjoy the music. We're going to be cutting it very soon though. Because we're going to be sterile for the approach. Get approach phase active. Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9087 is at track, turning to establish on the ILS runway 19 right approach. Brake low, we're config 3, spoilers are armed. Let's get our speed back to minimums here.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 258 at 4,000 feet, inbound 8.419 left. Brisbane traffic.
We're flying through the tunnel of cloud. 15 miles. Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9087 is established. 14 miles, ILS, runway 19 right to land. Flight recorder is now running. What it looks like for the cabin. one side. Now look at that, that was menacing. It pixelated though. Green dot. Okay, we're looking good here. Glide slope's active. Missed approach, by the way, is track 1 - 6 degrees to BBZNH. Not below 500, turn right, track 226. Climb to 4000 or as directed to ATC. Now the glide slope is active, it should go through this, but I know quite a few months ago it used to just snap across and then go to altitude hold. It looks to be continuing through, which is good. There we go. Yeah, TCAS hasn't been working today, weirdly enough. Laps 2, 9 miles. Still decelerating. Glide slope's looking good. Don't think the parallel approach has worked out for us. But this looks fantastic. Look at that. Alec, fantastic. Been a member for 4 months. Thank you very much for your ongoing support. It's really appreciated. Six miles. We're only flaps 3, remember, so we've only got one stage
Brisbane
left.
Traffic, Qantas 258 localizer established, about 12 nautical miles of Brisbane traffic.
Love it, Jeff. Thank you. Yeah, guys, don't forget, hit like. Where are we at? We're near 100. We've got 26 likes to go to get to 100. And we're flaps 3. Having check. Late landing.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Look at FS screenshots on Discord. All the times. To tell me that. Let's have a quick look if it loads in time. That's awesome. It's quite far behind. No parallel approach. It didn't work out for us. We did try. Brisbane. Here we go. We've got flight recorder on. What are we doing? 3, landing 3, cam over snow blue, and brakes set as well. There's Orbx Brisbane in the background. You know what? It doesn't like this with all the frames. It's killing my system, which is not good for a final approach manually flown. I've ever so slightly with the nose here.
400.
Jesus.
300. 100 above. 200. Minimum. 100.
What the stutters? That's terrible.
40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Definitely this scenery. That's about as buttery as we can get it.
Brisbane traffic, Qantas 258 on final approach,
Like it
runway
has.
19 left, Brisbane traffic.
So this isn't very well optimised. Bit more brakes. And we're vacating at Tango 9 like we wanted. Fantastic. Yeah, it doesn't like this scenery, does it? Wow. Oh, he's over there. You know what we can do? Stop recording. Let's go back up. Where is he? Ah, flight recorder mod. Go away with bloody air brakes. There he is. We're pretending. It really doesn't like the touchdown though, does it? Look at that for a parallel approach. We're on the flight recorder for the replay here, by the way. Oh, you know what? Just remembered it's going to be recording my touchdown rating the second time. Oh well, too late. At least we get to see a parallel landing. Actually, I think this is going to work out to be parallel as well. But the frames are terrible. Definitely the scenery. How's that for a bit of butter though? And literally, he's just touched down as well. That was timed beautifully. Ashley, yeah, it probably was a pull request. In fact, you remind me, I've not done any testing for fly-by-wire for a very long time, so I used to do that quite a bit as well. Wasn't anybody behind, was there? Oh, good. Oh, there is somebody on finals now, though, just turning in to establish.
Brisbane traffic, runway
Timed that
19
nice.
left, vacated.
So, brakes are hot. Love it. Thingy, fan on. And that's the end of the flight recorder. It's finished doing this replay. Brisbane traffic, Qantas 9087 is vacated runway 19 right and taxi to gate 17 via Sierra Zulu Charlie. That was cool. Reset the landing flaps 3 for the next flight. Not that there is a next flight, but you guys know what I mean. Let's get rid of the flaps. Let's reset. Stutter and butter. Perhaps that should be a new emoji. God, look at that weather rolling in. That's meaty, isn't it, for a storm? Pixelated though, kind of ruins it. So we'll get on this straight. We'll then go on to drone cam and I'll turn off. Okay, to go to drone cam, we'll turn off follow mode. Off I go.
Brisbane traffic Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, established ILS 19 right.
There's David's coming in.
And Brisbane traffic, Osprey 10 is established on the on final and on left.
Is that another parallel approach? That is awesome. Now I've got to get another screenshot. And 17's where we began, wasn't it? Oh god, those pixelated clouds. There's some lights. That storm's horrendous. Ugh. Grim. Right, we'll monitor that as we taxi in. Leonardo, no. You know what? Sometimes, from a distance, look at those clouds. They're stunning. They're really nice. But I think as the sim is building in a big storm, that actually looks quite good. That storm looks horrendous. But I think as it's building it in, it's getting quite messy. Has it gone off that way? That was a cool simultaneous approach, helped by the replay mod, of course. God, it's that braking bug. David said he was established one night. What am I on here? Is this Bravo? It is. Right, a little bit of wacky races time. Slalom back around onto Charlie. Round we go. Lovely stuff. Passengers wondering where the heck we're going. Pixelated fog. Can think of nothing worse. Turn the brake fan off now. Those temperatures have gone green, even though they're still hot, they're in range. Right, hopefully we can, a couple of us can group up around this terminal for
and Brisbane traffic, Osprey 10 is on short final for 189.
Jesus. Oh wow. Good park brake on. They got one above. And one below. There's a go around by the looks of it. There we go. David's just trying to get screenshots. This. Chasing him, we're chasing him. Helicam. Touchdown. That looks good. That's a great touchdown. There we are. Definitely doesn't like this scenery. Where's David gone? There he is. Let's continue.
And Brisbane traffic, Osprey 1019 left to then second.
Weird how the lines are pixelated here, look. Like it's not quite rendered in properly on the arrival back. Which is a bit strange. This is payware. Don't even know what stand that's supposed to be. 15. I can see the gate board for 17. And here we go. Taxi lights off. Following the yellow with the nose wheel. Oh, joking. Got to turn strobes off. I did. Brakes. So sensitive. There we go. This has definitely reset itself because I turned that to never come on again. Right, let's get hello. The weather bug apparently is fixed. Jetway. Does it have custom jetway? Doesn't. I don't know what ground surfaces. Spawn them in here. Thought my pushback should still be working. Right, see the gate, and I can see the ground services thing. Wow, it's just not wanting to do any of it. Yeah, it seems fixed. It's worked pretty nicely for us. The only thing I've noticed is some of the sceneries. This is horrendous for performance. Oh, that's quite cool. That gnarly storm has moved off north. Right, so let's look at Volanta and all that while the other two are parking up. I'll head back into the terminal in a second and get a screenshot. Those guys that have landed so far. Flight ending soon, complete now. Right, so we've got 3 on the way in. We've got 1 on the missed approach. Okay, yeah, 3 to come in. So we review the flight. We did 2 touchdowns. So hopefully we don't have too much of a confusing reading, but there we go. It's suggesting 217 foot per minute at 0.98 G, which is not bad, bearing in mind we had stutter. The stutter's like mad. But that one there says 203 at 1.13. I'm not sure which one is the correct one. Weird. Oh well. Still really good. Block time of 126. And some of these stunning screenshots. I mean, look at that. That's great. That Mackay Airport's fantastic. Where's the parallel approaches? Did I manage to get these uploaded in time? Yes. Who was that? Qantas 258. John. Managed to get you on the parallel approach. That looked pretty cool. We've still got a couple to come in. Let's see. I mean, they've added the port and stuff off in the distance, which makes the scenery look quite good. A couple of ships as well dotted about there. It is quite a big bit of scenery. Fuel farm off over in the distance too. In fact, they have added quite a bit. And I've got the cityscape scenery for Brisbane as well. Off in the distance there. There's a screenshot. Oh, my system is really lagging. Who else we got on finals then? Jetstar 586 looks like he's just about to turn to establish, and there's Jetstar 5665 behind. Captain Jonesy. He's on finals now, actually. David's on the downwind leg, so he's off up. Let's see. Probably can't see him. He's over here somewhere up in the sky. Weird screen tearing. Well, it's bizarre, isn't it? We had great performance at Mackay. We're coming back towards Brisbane, and it's just not optimised well at all. It's killing the frames. But then zipping around now is absolutely fine. It's weird. Doesn't make any sense. And ground facilities, that being broken, like you said, that's not acceptable. So we should start to see Jetstar coming in. Which Jetstar was it? Was it the bright orange one? I think it was the normal one. Actually, he's got the temperature bug at flight level 310 now. That's strange. Maybe it's just pockets of data in different parts of the world where it still doesn't quite work properly. We should. Let's see. Let's check Volanta again here. David's almost on the vector round. Jetstar.
Brisbane traffic, Jetstar 586 established on the ILS, runway 19 left.
Awesome. So he's coming in 19 left. Over here. There's the threshold. I guess it is a big bit of scenery. And if we do that, we might see the other aircraft start to come in as well. We might get an additional parallel approach. 10 more to get to 100, guys. Keep smashing that like button if you've not done so already, of course. I can see some lights. You know what? I don't understand why the weather bug is a thing. I can't work it out. It sounds like it's more on Meteo Blue's side. Gridman, have I updated my NVIDIA driver? No, I haven't. Although I'm glad I haven't actually, because I'm hearing all sorts of horror stories with this last NVIDIA driver, causing crash to desktops and all sorts of stuff. And again, you know, do these companies not test these things? Oh, actually, that'd be painful. Getting all the way to cruise quite happily, and then you get the temperature bug. I guess you just end up falling out the sky quite a bit. Here we go for the Jetstar. We've got 3 to land. We all huddle up around the same terminal and get a decent little screenshot of us all at the end. Brewski Rex, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it. We'll still be live for a few more minutes. We've got 3 aircraft to land. 2 more Jetstar, and then we've got an Osprey. Here he comes. Ashley, you make a good point. Again, I think it was yourself you mentioned in Discord. Do you think they'd set filters, so minimums and maximums, that were the edge of a realistic range? Oh, David, that's not good. Suppose you didn't put in for a Mayday. Try and cut back and make it back. That'd have been a great thing to see. guessing the fly-by-wire still doesn't like a go around then, without having issues. It's the other aircraft. Oh, he's lined up as well. So David's over there somewhere. Sounds like he's going in the drink with an engine failure. Glide back to this little bit of water by the airport and we'll rate your crash. We've got one in on there, 19 left behind this Jetstar too.
Traffic, Jetstar 565 on final runway 19 left.
Yeah, David, that does sound a bit strange. DD, exactly. Ah, nice and smooth. Look at that. Jet TV. It doesn't like Brisbane, does it? You're turning back towards the CBD and the scenery, it just melts down with the stutters. How strange. And I can say what I like about this scenery and the CBD because I purchased them especially for today. Actually, it's probably worth mentioning that. I guarantee that it's something that they've not even thought about. As sad as it is to suggest. There we go, so if that's the case, this is the last flight in. Next set of nav lights.
Brisbane traffic, Jetstar 586, runway departed.
Would have been no, it's the Orbx Brisbane. Payware, another Orbx scenery. William Lowe, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. We're checking the distance to see if we can see David going for a swim. Nope. Here we go. Last touchdown of the day then. Another Jetstar. Great that we were able to do a replay and get a parallel landing. Quite enjoyable to see that actually. Ah, that was a good landing as well. We've been smashing it today. Loads of good landings. Okay, let's head back. Ready for that screenshot. Guys are still here. Let's see. This sort of position would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Don't forget, tomorrow we're heading from Fukuoka in Japan. Hong Kong Express A320 flight from Fukuoka down to the new Hong Kong scenery by WF Scenery Studios, WFSS. It's going to be all open, so everybody can still view the stream and read the live chat, but it's a members only live chat tomorrow, so you've got to be a bronze, silver or gold frequent flyer in order to join the conversation in the chat tomorrow. But of course there's always Discord as well. How good is that? This looks great. Oh, that looks even better. Power in it as well. There we go, split 50-50 there. Gate 21 or gate 16. Gate 21 would be ideal because I could get everybody in the screenshots then. It's annoying that I can't get the jet bridge attached. I'm guessing Unreal Weather is still broken. The freeware weather mod. Here we go. That looks so good. Let's get that screenshot. That's definitely going on. That's one of the 4 for social media. There we go. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. Thanks to everybody who flew along and took part, of course, as well. And hope you enjoyed the preview of the Mackay Airport coming soon by Orbx. Hopefully the live weather bug gets fixed soon. They've said it's fixed, it's clearly broken again, and these stutters around Brisbane's quite frustrating as well, so I need to probably remove some, either a landmarks pack or something like that to try and get rid of these. That's a bit annoying. It's great to be back live with you guys. I know last week fell through quite badly, thanks to Vodafone / City Fibre. It's more City Fibre's issue. The whole region where I live, in sort of like south east around London, didn't have any broadband whatsoever, sadly. So I appreciate all of you guys waiting a whole extra week to get today's live stream done. I hope it's been worthwhile waiting, and it'd be great to see you all tuning in again tomorrow. Welcome to Dwell for joining us as a bronze frequent flyer, and all of you guys for regularly watching and taking part in the streams, in the live chat as well. I'll quickly pop back over to Discord. After today's stream, I'll get all the screenshots put on from today and all the links for anything you've seen today, including the new Mackay Airport coming soon to the sim, in the description for today's live stream. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Cheers guys.